My next guest was named as one of the rising stars of 2014 by Hello magazine. He's a weekly stylist on ITV's This Morning, and he's just launched his second suit collection. So he's the perfect choice to make over 3 Irish celebrities wanting a new look. But first, please welcome Darren Kennedy.
For the record, I just want to say I thought the hair was 10 out of 10.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, and now that she has said we're allowed to talk about it, it's okay to say it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we'd say the same about a man, wouldn't we? We discuss his hair as well. I'm thinking about your hair right now. It's fantastic.
It's high.
What? Yeah, it's good. That's the hair I'd love to have if I could. I can't get it up like you can.
Hey! We're off to a good start! Wow. I don't know who you've been talking to, but anyway, we'll continue.
Before we talk about you further, so this was some challenge. So the 3 people we have.
Yes.
Tell us first, George Hook. What was your style diagnosis of George Hook? What was the problem here?
George is a little bit sporadic with his look. He loves colour, a little bit mismatched. Turns out he's colour blind, which explains quite a bit.
It explains everything, doesn't it?
But he's a dapper man, so I've kind of kept those traits, but kind of channeled them a little bit differently.
Excellent. OK, Brenda Donoghue, what was the problem there?
Brenda, well, do you know what? Brenda's worked on radio for 25 years, and obviously radio isn't a visual medium, but the big thing is she's lost 3 stone over the past year, and she's given no time to her own appearance. So I think you're in for a good transformation there. And
Excellent.
Then, of course, it was Marion Heffernan, the athlete. Well, she's an athlete, so, you know, I mean, when I think of athletes, I think of, like, Fatima Whitbread and, you know, Sonia Sullivan. They're hardly fashionistas, you know, style icons. So, and they live in tracksuits, and that's the thing. So it was kind of to take her out of her comfort zone, which is tracksuits. The thing about her is that she's got an amazing figure.
Yeah,
so it made my job
yeah.
so much easier.
So you've glammed her up a little bit, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give too much away.
You look very well yourself, I have to say. That's one of your own suits, is it?
It is, yes. This is from the Spring-Summer collection, Darren Kennedy for Louis Copeland, which launched at the beginning of May.
Yeah, and now, that looks really well on you, OK? But, like, I'm thinking, the normal broth of a boy out there now watching the show, you know, the typical Irish guy, You're in very good shape. Is an Irish guy actually going to be able to pull that off? Well,
do you know what the biggest thrill I've gotten from this whole process? I've learned so much, but the biggest thrill I've gotten was actually last Saturday. I popped into the Wicklow Street store because I had to pick something up, and I walked up the stairs, and right in front of me were 2 different lads, 2 different groups, trying on the suits. And like young lads, you know, I'd say one of them was probably late 20s, the other one was, I think, mid-30s, and I kind of went, you know, and I had to actually leave because I kind of thought I didn't want to think I'm going to check it out.
You yourself were actually amazed at ordinary Irishmen.
No, it was like, you know, they look. Do you know what? I think we underestimate the Irish man. I mean, yeah, fair enough. 5-10 years ago, we weren't great.
Yeah.
That is changing. There's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
But like, if you look at any,
you know why I think it's changing? I have a theory. I think the hipsters have upped everyone's game because they've kind of made it okay to be a little bit dandy and a little bit look after yourself and a little bit of directional facial hair as you're sporting yourself there. Yeah. Do you not think the hipsters have moved things on for us all?
No, they absolutely have. Hipsters, I mean, it's just become so generic now, though, hasn't it? From where it began being this like little movement where everyone's a little bit different, it's so generic now that it's cannibalised itself.
Listen, I think the hipsters will be getting out of hipsterdom soon because they don't.
It's good news for me because at least they'll try something different. I mean, that's the good news in all this.
They'll try the suits.
They'll try suits. No, but you know what? I think actually the average guy will look great in any suit. It's all about the fit and the quality of your suit.
Yeah, but I see some of the stuff you wear now, for example. You would wear a suit with shorts, wouldn't you? I'm thinking, like, if I came out here, present the show, I'm in my shorts.
I've been known to wear... do you want a funny story about that short suit, actually?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to show that. I wore that... Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you see...
I wore that to a summer party, I think, last year, and my friends have been trying to get me to go to Coppers for years. I've never gone to Coppers. I studied around the corner. I'm from Dublin. I'd spent 30 years of my life, never, like, crossed the threshold. And one night, she got me, this particular friend, I won't name check her, she got me at a weak point. I said, feck it, let's go to Coppers, right? Yeah. I just so happened to be wearing that short suit. But I kind of thought, 30 years, you know, this is a big deal. I'm actually going to Coppers. And I was kind of marching up going, this is nice. And your man went, stopped, hand out, stood me to the side. I went, what's wrong? He goes, no shorts, mate. Yeah. And he wouldn't let me in.
Did you explain to him this is high fashion?
I actually just said, I totally understand where you're coming from with the short scenario, and normally I would get it, but these are tailored shorts, they have a little turn up at the end, they're baby blue, they're matching the jacket, and I said, you know, truth be told, you'll probably be wearing this next year.
Okay.
Didn't go down too well. And I got in, actually, in the end, in fairness.
Good, good. And apart from the suiting and all that kind of thing, we're seeing you on This Morning as well on ITV. You kind of, like a new Gokwan, basically, an Irish Gokwan, would that be? Yeah?
I don't know. Call me whatever you want. Listen, as long as they keep hiring me, I don't care. I started there last summer, and I was doing a thing. They introduced me on it. I guess the summer is kind of like a pilot time where they try out new people, and we did this whole new section called the Style Squad, where we did.
And they said, we've heard about this guy in shorts. We should get him in.
I think it was the shorts that did it for me, and then they kept me on basically, which is great news. I absolutely love it. They're a great team. Obviously working with Philip and Holly. And actually, everyone behind the scenes, they all just work really hard. And, that's what I'm about. It's about kind of putting the head down, doing the best job possible.
What else
and
are
I
you
love. I've a couple of projects coming up with RTE in the autumn, which are very exciting. I'm designing a new collection. Did you say, what are they?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you. Because, no, they're not signed, sealed and delivered. And I learned very on in my career, until I have that contract, until we have it in the can, I don't talk about it. And actually, do you know what, Brendan? I've enough going on, so I'm kind of like one step at a time. But back and forth to the UK the whole time. I kind of split my time over there. Men's...
And we'll see you back here in a little while when you will have Styler 3 Celebrities.
Yeah,
Very much looking forward to it. Darren Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.